Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope's fantasies about Thomas keep growing. When Brooke chose to visit Rome, she would be able to observe how in sync Thomas and Hope were, which made Thomas happy at Eric's office. Ridge explained that since Brooke was a crucial member of the group as Carter chimed in, it made sense for her to go on the trip. Brooke enjoyed feeling valued. Buyers and suppliers wanted to meet with her, according to Carter, who said that the admiration was widespread. "I guess you're going," Ridge said in conclusion. Carter mentioned Brooke's accomplishments with Belief, the men's line, and Brooke's bedroom, saying it was understandable why suppliers and purchasers would want to speak with her. Thomas claimed they were fortunate to have her, while Ridge referred to her as legendary. Carter asked if he could help Brooke set up interviews. In order to keep the spotlight on Hope, Brooke consented to do only a handful of them. Ridge expressed his happiness that Brooke would travel to Rome once Carter left. Taylor was questioned by Thomas about if she might find Brooke and Ridge's reunion in Rome odd. Taylor was aware that the trip was for business, according to Ridge. Thomas claimed he wasn't making a big deal out of it and that he had simply been curious. "It was normal, according to Brooke, considering our history." Thomas claimed to be aware of Brooke and Taylor's falling out. Brooke came to the conclusion that Taylor and she had different ideas about what friendship entailed. Thomas claimed that the renewed friendship had given the family peace. He reasoned that it was up to him and hoped to continue it. Although Brooke advised him against doing so, Thomas believed that he and Hope might set an example. Brooke's eyes widened in caution. Ridge questioned her about her expression after Thomas had left. He questioned whether she believed Thomas and Hope were having a problem. Ridge asked if they could try something else, which was to not worry about Hope and Thomas, and Brooke muttered. Ridge thought that their children had resolved the problems and that Thomas had changed. Ridge claimed that Hope had welcomed Thomas back and that Brooke had seen it. For the sake of everyone, Brooke stated that she wished for the best outcome. Ridge suggested that they travel to Rome with the performance. She admitted that she was looking forward to having Ridge all to herself, knowing that the vacation would change everything for them all. Steffi entered the design studio and interrupted Hope as she was having a deep, sensual thought about sex in Rome. Steffi wondered if everything was all right. Hope assured us that there was no need for concern because everything was in order. Steffi saw that Hope's response had been strange and deduced that the vibe she was feeling was related to her brother. Hope stated that there was no need for fear despite the fact that she was unsure of why Steffi had brought up Thomas. Steffi was happy because she didn't want to see Thomas relapse, and she loved that he had transformed his bad energy into creative energy. Thomas received praise from Hope, and Steffi pointed out that Hope profited from Thomas' commitment to the line and transformation. Liam's feelings over the trip to Rome were well known, according to Steffi, but how did Hope feel? Hope praised Thomas for his efforts and asserted that as a team, they merited the trip. Liam couldn't be pleased that Hope would continue to collaborate with Thomas, according to Steffi. Hope joked that Liam hadn't told her how to operate her line and that Finn hadn't told Steffi how to run Forrester. Thomas was the finest choice. Hope and Liam were in a good place, and everything was in order right now, she continued. When Thomas arrived, Steffi said that Hope had just expressed her delight that he was traveling with them. Hope's invitation to join the expedition was acknowledged by Thomas. Hope said that he was the principal designer who had contributed the most to the range of clothing. "Except you," he answered. Watching Thomas and Hope claim that cooperation made the dream come true, Steffi rolled her eyes. Steffi claimed that they had spent weeks on it. "It has been months," Thomas retorted. Steffi clarified, adding that she wouldn't allow anything or anyone to obstruct the launching. Hope made a frown, and Thomas informed his sister that they both understood the trip was solely for business. Steffi went to get ready for Rome after Hope confirmed it. Hope was reassured by Thomas that his sister was fine. Hope yelled that Steffi was nothing new to her. "Then don't worry about Liam," Thomas said. He'd asserted that Liam was motivated by love and support for her because he wanted her to be successful. Thomas believed that she would succeed if they collaborated and went to Rome. He stated that the conversation was solely business-related. She was asked to affirm that she thought there was nothing to worry about. Hope claimed that she trusted him. Thomas produced a sketch and started describing the Roman sex appeal he had attempted to depict in it. As the sensual vision of a wind-blown Hope riding Thomas played on the screen, Hope became agitated. According to Thomas, there was something hidden beneath the surface that was just waiting to be noticed. At Spencer, Wyatt was talking about buying a magazine firm while Liam was preoccupied in a meeting. Wyatt suggested blowing up the structure, and a preoccupied Liam agreed that it would be a good idea. Liam awoke from his reverie and acknowledged that he was still considering Hope and Thomas. Liam acknowledged that the journey was killing him, but claimed he was trying not to let Hope and Thomas drive him into a tailspin. Wyatt expressed sympathy for Liam, stating that he had every right to be concerned about Hope and Thomas traveling to Rome. Liam reminisced about how sweet it had been when Liam had wed Hope in Puglia. Liam retorted that the trip for Hope for the future was about two business partners at a press event, not two people who were deeply in love. In response, Wyatt said that one of the individuals, Liam's wife, had been fixated on the other. Wyatt continued, and they are about to be alone in magnificent Rome. Wyatt argued that Thomas was a skilled manipulator who understood how to let Hope let her guard down and feel secure around him since he believed he was awful at comforting Liam. Liam couldn't permit the vacation, according to Wyatt. Liam questioned how he would stop it while shrugging. Wyatt recommended that Thomas shouldn't go. Wyatt believed that Thomas, not Liam's wife Hope, was the issue. Hope was entirely devoted to her family, according to Wyatt, and it would never cross her mind to be unfaithful. Wyatt remarked, "She's different from Brooke. You're making fun of my mother-in-law, man." Liam queried. Wyatt asserted that he was merely stating that Hope had likely made a decision not to lead a life similar to that of her mother, and as a result, Liam needed not worry about Thomas or any other man. Liam acknowledged this but said he was unable to forget what Thomas had done. Wyatt retorted that he, too, would not forgive Thomas or think that he had changed. Hope needed to believe it, according to Wyatt, until the collection got going. Wyatt speculated that once the stress of survival subsided, Hope might recruit a new chief designer. It would be perfect, Liam retorted. Liam claimed that Thomas had been the issue from the beginning and expressed his desire to keep Thomas away from Hope. Wyatt maintained that it would be a grave error for Liam to temporarily drop his guard. Wyatt advised Liam to visit Rome. Liam declared he didn't want to be the one that followed around and kept score. Additionally, he didn't want to be in the front row to witness Hope and Thomas make a bow and shake hands. Before Hope departed for Rome with Thomas, Wyatt counseled Liam to put his trust in his wife and avoid making waves with her. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.